It was consensual. Fuck yeah. Episode 46 on Metal Podcast. I'm Wolfman Dave.
And I'm Gonzo.
Alrighty. So, we have hopefully a beefy, hefty, girthy episode.
So much girth. So thick.
I mean, I would hope so. Just, that's all you could ask for.
It's juicy.
Yeah. It's going to be juicy. So today we're going to do the what we call the non-metal listens, or stuff we listen to when we're not listening to metal.
The what?
Let's just simplify it, right?
It happens.
Yeah. So this is all the stuff that we're listening to on our off days.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, when I'm wearing work clothes.
Pretty much, dude. I can't play some of my shit at work. Sometimes I gotta keep it clean.
Absolutely fucking not. I remember I was playing like a classic rock list today, and I had to be really picky about what I was putting on.
Right.
And I was like, Nirvana, that's safe.
And then
and then there's some that are like about drugs. And
right, man.
Yeah. You can't play everything.
Yeah, you can't.
So
edgy ass Nirvana.
Yeah, I know, right? Back for you. Yeah. So, but yeah, when it's funny when you hear them.
Honestly,
you know,
some of my non-metal listens are way more vulgar than my metal listens. So,
well, we'll get into that.
Yeah,
because it's true.
It's very true. It's kind of weird.
Well, because metal isn't vulgar.
For the most part, it isn't.
Unless you're fucking the only one who is
like new
Pantera.
Pantera.
I mean, Philip.
Yeah, but Phil's juvenile as fuck, though.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Pantera is fucking great, but...
I mean, vulgar display of power, hello.
Hello, and then also...
Fist to the face.
That one song off of Far Beyond Driven, Good Friends and a Bottle of Pills.
Oh, that's a fucked up song.
First thing he says on that song, I fucked your girlfriend last night.
Yeah.
It's like, fucking...
He looked like the type of dude that would
He would totally fuck your girlfriend last night.
Yeah. Well... It was consensual. Yeah. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like how you went full circle there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, what you been listening to lately?
Oh, dude. Actually, been listening to a lot of Hawken lately. Trying to rebone up on the proggy stuff.
Well, we're going to talk about that.
We are.
A little bit soon. But
yeah.
Okay, so Hawken? What else?
Yeah, I've been doing Hawken. I was fucking around with some of the new releases, and the one that I was...
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a slow... I don't know, dude.
It was not very...
Not...
Yeah. The gods did not appease us this week, I can tell you that.
Not too much, not when we have, like, F8 by Five Finger
Oh,
Death.
my lord.
I'll let you talk about that.
Yeah.
But I was listening to... they're... I don't know. Like, it's... Like, not great. I was listening to Beneath the Massacre.
Oh, they're fucking outstanding.
It's alright. It's got
the drumming, dude.
It's very maybe I don't know
awesome,
if it's because I'm getting like it's very technical.
Yeah.
Very technical. Like it's a noise fuck.
But it's
there's a few breakdowns in it that turn me off. There's a few metalcore moments.
So they were, I think, to me, on the edge of.
Like
a little bit of hard.
That's my
metalcore.
issue with it. So,
right.
You know me, I love like super heavy shit, especially technical stuff. Mm-hmm. So Beneath the Massacre, their album that just came out was Fearmonger.
Yeah. Good
title.
Yeah.
So like just when it would get me, it would do like something that kind of pushes me away, and that's my problem with it.
Yeah.
Mostly because I just fucking hate breakdowns. I think when it goes like starts chugging and whatever, it takes you out of it because the verse before that was straight up like the guitar shredding, like intense, like hard to keep up with, and then it just slows down out of nowhere, and it's like, no, dude, just go back to the other thing. Yeah, you had me there. But yeah, I don't know. I'll give it a few more listens. I fucked around with that intro knot that you told me about. That's pretty good. Yeah. Gets like moments, fucking nerdy. Kind of a hard listen if you're not used to very complex sounding progressive
So
metal.
that's why I was saying
Yeah.
that Mastodon wishes that they could sound like that.
Yeah, and like the metal elements are really good though. Unlike Mastodon, where his vocals are very drony.
Well,
Like, oh.
they all kind of sing.
Yeah,
but they all
whatever. They all do it poorly.
It's true.
But
I'm like, it's true.
Intronaut, the guy has really cool like harsh vocals. Like I really like it. It's that one. I haven't heard all of it. I heard about more than half of it.
Yeah.
But I really liked it. It's fucking cool.
What's the name of that album?
It's called Fluid. It's a long title. Fluid Existential Inversions.
Okay. The album cover is fucking weird.
It looks like fucking like a Van Gogh.
Yeah. It's very colorful.
Yeah.
It's strange.
I also been listening to man, I'm gonna get some shit for this one. Been listening to Head Automatica.
I don't know what that is.
Cool. So, once upon a time, there was a band called Glassjaw.
Okay.
You've heard of them,
Yes.
right? They're like a screamo. They came out of that. They're not really screamo.
They're not
but
screamo.
They came out of that genre, and
They
thus
were a
roped into
metalcore
it.
sort of.
They're hardcore, I guess.
There you go.
They're born of that scene.
Yeah.
So Head Automatica, it was I guess there's only like 2 albums that came out, but the singer Daryl Palumbo went off and did this weird thing, and it's very weird because his voice is weird, and his voice isn't for everybody, and it's very jarring, and it takes getting used to. It's one of those voices that either you're gonna love it or hate it.
Like Dave Mustaine.
Kind of, but I don't know. Somehow this is harder. And so he's got a very like I don't know. He's got this thing going. But
okay, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Would it be easier to listen to him or the stupid fucker from Avenged Sevenfold?
Oh, this is way better.
Okay.
He has moments where he sings actually very nice.
Okay, because the dude from Avenged Sevenfold,
so
I cannot fucking stand.
There's 2 Head Automatica albums. There's Propaganda, which I don't like very much, and then there's Decadence, which I like a lot. And Decadence has a very dancey vibe to it. Like it's very like I don't know, man. You could play it at a club, I think, almost. Maybe that's too extreme. Maybe like at a backyard party, I guess. It'd be a song that gets people moving. Maybe it's good background music, I guess. But everything's got a very good, fun vibe to it. Yeah, I don't know. They're not new. I mean, this shit's like from like the 2000s. Like it's like at least almost 20 years old at this point. And I used to listen to it back in the day, and for some fucking reason, I started looking up Glassjaw again, and I started downloading their shit because I used to really like that stuff. And
you got back into that.
It's all right. It's not grabbing me like it used to. I actually preferred that Head Automatica album than the Glassjaw albums, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
I really like it. I think it's because it's fun.
Yeah,
and it's not trying to be emo.
I think though
and
of
screaming about bitches wronging.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this is actually like just he's singing about literally like, I want to dance and I want to fuck you.
Okay.
Like it's just fun.
Normal stuff.
Yeah. Guy shit.
Yeah.
Bro stuff.
Bro metal. We'll get to that right now. But what's funny is like from those type of bands.
Yeah.
I think I like is it Dry Kill Logic? I think
I remember them. Yeah, it took me a sec because you said that name and it triggered a memory, but it's blurry. Yeah. But I remember that. Yeah.
I like them more. I think.
Dry Kill Logic. Yeah.
And
I haven't heard them
and Diecast.
Diecast. They were more like almost like.
They're super heavy.
Yeah, they're like almost like groove almost. To a certain degree.
Yeah, they were. They're
pretty cool. Yeah, dude. What was the other one? Those weird bands that all sounded the same, but they're I don't know. Some are alright. Like
Darkest Tower.
No.
Kill Switch.
No. Like from a second story window, like which does those weird emo names.
Yeah.
But they're actually like pretty heavy. So I don't know.
Poison the Well.
Poison the Well's alright, man. Like, hold on.
I just don't like the name.
The name is stupid.
It's stupid, yeah.
But no, hold on, because like their first albums are like very like whatever, like that hardcore, like I can't do it. Very throaty screams.
Yeah.
But the later albums got pretty cool because they started getting weird.
Yeah.
And when they got weird, I think they got better. But that's just because I like weird shit.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, man?
So one that we'll get into right now. The Night Flight Orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
New album dropped. Aromantic. How romantic.
Ooh.
So they finally re-released or put out Sonata Arctica's Silence album. So I've been checking that out again.
They fucking did?
Yep.
Why wasn't I informed?
I don't know. I just saw it today after school.
No way.
Yeah. So then after work, and then Winter Hearts Guild is down there too.
I have to add that right now.
So yeah, that's what I had to do.
Best Sonata. Back, man, that band used to be so good.
Yeah.
And now they're so bad.
It's those two albums to me.
Yes.
Winter Hearts Guild and Silence.
Silence is a
I think
massive
honestly,
fucking piece,
it's
dude.
that Elliptica, I think, right? Let's see, what is it called?
I think you
Yeah,
right.
Elliptica.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it's about
those three.
I don't know why I was thinking of Epica.
Those 3 albums is all you need, really. I think.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah, because after a certain point, they ceased being power metal.
Well, I think they lost. Is it Johnny? What was his name? The guitarist.
Yeah.
They lost him to either he went military or something happened, and I believe. Didn't you say he was in Winter Sun? I don't know. Something happened when he left.
Yeah.
Their guitarist left and he's gone, and their sound changed dramatically after he fucking left. So you could tell who was the main songwriter,
Oof.
right? So I was listening to them. I was listening to a lot of goth 80s weird electronic type stuff, but we're gonna get into that later as well.
Gypsy eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anything Box.
Anything else?
I started checking out Marauder just to see how they were. Came 95. Master Killer was pretty groovy. It's alright. It was pretty alright.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
You listen to Misfits?
Yeah, I actually had to download the box set.
Was it because of Call of Duty?
Yeah, Call of Duty.
So as y'all know, we play a lot of Call of Duty now.
Yeah.
Everyone's running around with fucking skull face paint.
Yeah.
It's like I can't. You do it.
Which one?
No, we are.
Yeah. So we just start singing this
We just
song.
go around. We're just like, I got something to say.
Yeah.
We're just running around fucking singing.
And I'm like, Mama, can I go out and kill tonight? Just stupid shit like that.
It's funny because everyone in that game right now is rocking fucking skull face
Except for
paint.
me, I haven't bought the.
Nah, I gotta run around as a black chick and
Oh yeah.
and what was the other dude?
Yeah.
Can't think of the other dude. Oh, right now I'm running around as a dude with a mop on his head or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But other than that, a lot of the stuff that we're gonna talk about today, been listening to that, and then just one of my playlists that I always listen to. It's got a bunch of everything.
Nice.
So a lot of fucking Thin Lizzy.
Ooh, your favorite.
A lot of Sabotage and just. I was really big on. What was it? I forgot the name of the song.
Fucking song titles.
It was X-Men. Power Glove.
Oh.
Yeah. It's fucking great, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah,
I don't know. Power Glove is just great, man.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So listening to a lot of that stuff. I mean, again, and some of the stuff that we're gonna be.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
on,
absolutely. It's been a fun week. Just kind of exploring things that I enjoy and kind of go down that rabbit hole, right? Mm-hmm. And just fucking, wow, I like this shit. That's weird.
So.
Oh yeah,
it's true. I mean,
so I have a fun announcement to make. I mentioned this, I think earlier in the week too, but yeah. So I want to give a shout out to Mike Bloomberg. He pushed me to the point of subscribing to YouTube Premium because I'm fucking sick of his ads.
No way,
dude. So every time because I like to watch a lot of YouTube, and
he gets the job done, dude. He
did it. He just scored YouTube fucking $14 a month because I can't, dude. And then he's like writing my wife, like, hey, I want to let you know that I know how to get things done. It's like, look, she's already married, dude. But seriously, after about 4 or 5 of those ads in a row, I just, and then it just like seemed like a beacon of hope. Like the pop up on my phone appeared, hey, you can get a free month of YouTube Premium. He's like, you know what, fucker, I'm going to take you up on that. So I did, and it's been amazing. I hit play and the video plays. It's the best thing ever.
Nice. All right. I don't know.
But
I could do that.
Here's another fun little side thing is you also get YouTube Music. Okay. And as a result, I've been listening to stuff that's very hard to find because it's not on Apple Music. That's one of them from Godgory. I listened to the fucking album Mechanized from Fear Factory, which I've been wanting to listen to forever. I got to listen to it. I listened to some fucking Nuclear Rabbit, which I love those guys, and they've been gone for like ever, for decades, but they're fucking weird, and you can't get them anywhere. So it's just kind of cool, and the fact that I could play it. You set up a playlist, you play the whole album and you can lock the phone.
Can close it.
Correct. It plays it like a regular music player. So it's really neat.
It's a good incentive.
It kind of is, dude. On one hand, I could watch YouTube on my phone or on my TV at home, or I can.
Now, how's the sound quality?
Good. I mean, just as good as Apple Music, I guess, right? Or anything. Excuse me.
Sometimes I would say, right? Not everything's high quality.
I mean, what I've heard so far has been alright. But keep in mind, we only had it for 4 days, so we'll see.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah.
It's been recent.
Yeah, but seriously, I'm not making it up. It was due to Michael Bloomberg. I am not even joking.
That's funny.
I have nothing against him. I'm not political, really. I mean, I just...
Yeah, we're not... Just so you guys know, we're not...
I don't swing either way, really. But I just
nothing.
go for the one that's less annoying. And by proxy right now, I think he's the most annoying. Because I get tired of seeing his ads, dude. I get it, bro.
He cost you $14, man.
Yeah, dude. Fucking dick. All right.
So... Mail call.
What's that thing from Blue's Clues?
I don't remember.
It makes me want to wag my tail. Mail.
I don't remember.
I have a 5-year-old.
That's funny.
When he was younger, that
All
shit would come up every now and then.
All right. So we have actually very tough. I would say not. It's difficult.
Yeah.
But we came up with something.
Yeah, it was a good question.
Yeah. So, if you could include one album in all of metal history to send to an alien planet, what would you pick? So, I'm going to guess something that we would send to another planet to kind of represent heavy metal, right?
Right.
Now, this is anonymous, then I have a name. So then...
how would you do that, though, right? That's what makes it hard. The whole idea of trying to encompass a very wide genre of music.
Okay, yeah. So that's difficult in itself, trying to even come up with a singular answer.
You can even make it more homely by saying somebody who's never heard metal ever. There's nothing about it.
Right.
How would you introduce them to it?
So that's why...
Yeah.
So that's why it's I don't know.
Well...
So you go with yours first.
Well...
I think yours is...
After much deliberation.
It's kind of like the obvious choice, I think.
Yeah, after I thought about it, because it was a good question. I was like, fuck my life, I don't know. I decided to go with Arjen Lucason's Space Metal. Star One, yeah. I feel like that album has a lot of different. Because of the fact that it's a super group. It's a collaborative effort through different artists. You have a lot of different vocal stylings, a lot of different play stylings, different tempos. Some songs are heavy, some songs are slower. You just got a little bit of everything on it. It's epic. It's
Plus, I'm pretty sure Dan Swano is not from this world.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the fact that yes, it's Dan Swano should be introduced to aliens.
Yeah.
If not already.
Yeah. What do you call it? I kind of went a whole different fucking route.
I like it.
I went with Metallica's "And Justice for All" because I. Is
that the one with Enter Sandman?
That's actually not the one with Enter Sandman. It's the one right before it.
Right before it.
The long forgotten.
Some may argue the last Metallica album.
Yeah, the last good album. Yeah, fiber pills, dude. You gotta be able to poop.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, what do you call it? So, and Justice for All, I feel is their easiest, probably most progressive album that they've ever. Well, the only progressive album they've ever done.
That's true.
Really, probably the heaviest album.
That's also true.
And even with no bass line.
There's no fucking bass, bro.
There's no bass.
They turned it down.
And I'm like, dude,
Lars.
It's still
Lars. I asked Lars, and he said no.
Yeah, Lars is an asshole. But
But I digress.
It should have been Lars. No, but like even then, it still sounds chingon, man.
It's heavy as shit.
It's still heavy as shit. So
yeah, that distortion they use, man.
Yeah. Those guitars. But I mean, again, it's a little bit of everything going on with the songs change up. With one especially, there's a lot of different change ups.
Starts slow and it picks up. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, there's an instrumental. There's just a little bit of everything on that album that I think kind of represents.
It's a good sample.
Yeah, because it's still heavy enough to still hold up to this day, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, it came out 88, I believe, or 87.
Yeah.
So I mean, it still holds up. So I mean,
I think it was 89.
Yeah, no.
87?
Yeah, 88, I think. But definitely not 89. Okay. Because Black Album came out 90-91.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Black Album was like 90.
Yeah. So and my other thought was Rust in Peace. Because of the whole Hangar 18 alien kind of thing.
But I think Dave Mustaine is too... He's too niche.
He's too militant.
His voice...
No, just kidding.
No, I mean, I love
Hello,
his voice.
aliens.
Hello,
meet
guys.
the real me. Yeah.
Just like the vibe.
Okay, we gotta move on. So, yeah, I think that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Star 1 and Justice for All.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got winners there. Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'd love to hear.
Also, want to mention that we're no longer using Podient, and we are on Podbean. So if you're using, if you have the Podbean app, you'll find us right away.
Super easy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a whole bunch of cool podcasts on that on Podbean, and visit our websites. That Metal Podcast 1, I think it's /Podbean. It's really easy to find. You guys can find us, or you can even find the link on our Instagram or on the Facebook page, which is just called That Metal Podcast. On Instagram, it's _metal_podcast. So just in case you're looking for us, that's how you find us.
So for the handsome bearded guy, you know you got the right one.
That'd be right.
Yeah.
So I decided to play a game that we had been doing in the past and bringing back, called Bro Metal Names.
Oh.
I think this is cool because
it's an American staple.
Yeah, so we're not making fun of any of these bands. Just be clear.
No, Lord knows there's bands in here that we mentioned that we love.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with that. It came. Okay, so it came to fruition because I was making fun of Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah.
Which their new album fucking sucks. But what I want to mention, what I was telling you, that after X amount of years, 10, 15 years that they've been playing, they started learning how to play their instruments.
It's bound to happen.
I gotta give it to them. Again, if you give a fucking chimp, a group of chimps, a fucking typewriter, it's theorized that after X amount of years, they will write the works of Shakespeare.
Nice.
So these fucking monkeys and Five Finger Death Punch figured out a way to write music.
Fuck, dude.
And make it a little bit heavy, and whatnot. But super juvenile.
Still there.
I mean, I'm Zoltar, or whatever the fuck. Stupid ass names.
Dude.
So because of that, we came up with Five Finger Bro Punch and whatnot. So then we decided, hey, let's keep going with the bro name. But we're not making fun of any bands at this point. We're just like trying to see
how many times can we fit bro in
it can't work. Because not everything works.
No, unfortunately.
So here, let's take turns.
Yeah. Am I starting? Oh, shit. So I got Strapping Young Bro.
Nice. Strapping Young Lad.
Yeah.
Devin Brosend, which is Devin Townsend.
Anna Broma. Anathema.
Mm-hmm. Andrew W. Bro. Andrew W.K., right?
This is the best. Bro, I lay dying. So stupid.
As I lay dying. Okay.
As I lay dying.
So we have Brotheist, which
atheist. This one's good too.
Oh, yeah.
Austrian bro machine. Like just picture a fucking machine with like fucking Hitler's mate running it, and like fucking dudes in like board shorts and affliction shirts coming out of the machine.
Metal militias.
Just making it. Yeah, dude. That's Austrian death machine.
Oh god. Between the bro and me.
Just picture like some dude waiting like at the DMV.
Yeah. So it's between the Baron and me.
Yeah. The Bro Dahlia murder.
Nice.
The Black Dahlia. Go for it.
Bro Guardian. So that one may be not too obvious, but it's Blind Guardian.
Bob Seger and the Silver Bro Band.
Nice. You see? That's the Silver Bullet Band. But I like that one because I didn't want to just limit it to...
stands out on the list so much. It's so long.
I know, right? So, Bro Thrower, which is Bolt Thrower.
Picture like some big dude throwing dudes in affliction
He's
shirts.
throwing other dudes, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Just fucking dudes flying everywhere. Brohedia. That one actually rolls off the tongue very nicely. Brohedia.
Yes, it's Brohedia.
Brohedia, yeah.
Brocus, which is Carcass. That one's cool. This is cool.
Stupid dude. Cephalic Bronage.
Yeah.
Cephalic Carnage.
Yeah. Children of Brodom.
Children of Bodom. Pro Swano.
Nah, that's the best one.
This is Dan Swano in a fucking metal militia shirt. This fucking hair slicked back.
Yeah.
He fucking cut it off.
Diabolical Massacre Bro.
Massacre Bro. Just a bunch of bros.
Diabolical Masquerade, yeah. They're masquerading on affliction shirts.
Jesus Christ. Dying Brodus.
Yes.
Dying Fetus.
Yeah.
And then Bro Theater.
Bro Theater.
Did
it show up for yours, bro?
No, I just remembered it.
Okay. Yeah, I did it.
Fucking genius.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
So, we have, if you have any...
other bro suggestions.
Send them.
Yeah,
just put them on the Facebook page,
No,
or just send them to me, man.
Trust me, they'll find their way. They'll find their way in an episode for sure.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah, because I'm always like looking for more, and also we're gonna come up with it's already been a long time since it's really been popular.
Yeah.
Right. The metalcore hardcore scene, I guess.
Oh yeah.
But we're coming up with names, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were coming up with silly names.
You know,
like There's Always Tomorrow. Like,
yeah.
That's not a real band, but that could be a band.
Standing on the Edge.
Yeah. Right.
Next Thursday.
Yeah. You know, what is it? Something sunset. Wake me at sunset, or
some bullshit.
Wake me at sunrise, or something stupid like that.
February cornrows.
Yeah.
Just make that up.
Yeah. So we're gonna come up with a list.
Literally pulled that one out of my ass.
Yeah.
So
hopefully we'll come up with a list of names like that, because those are always fun too. Fake band names.
Sing Valentine's Day Chainsaw Massacre.
Andale. All right, so this one's a little bit strange because I had heard a lot of the singles off this new album from Ozzy.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, Under the Graveyard, fucking stupid. Straight up. Yeah,
I think we mentioned it before.
Yeah. It's a Raid with Post Malone, fucking stupid. So I'm like, why do I want to even hear the new album and blah blah blah? And you're actually telling me, well, you should probably just listen to it anyways. And so I started hearing some people who were metalheads who are actually digging it that I didn't expect for them to like it. So I'm like, okay, maybe there's something to it. I'm gonna check it out. And so this just came out about a week ago.
Yeah.
Ordinary Man, Ozzy's newest album, and I gotta say, man, I was quite taken by it. I like it.
Yeah.
I did dig it a lot.
Outside of the singles that you didn't like.
Right. I listened to everything else except those singles.
Take those out, you're good.
Yeah, for sure.
The beauty of these phones, now you can just delete the tracks.
Yeah, I know, right? So that's what's cool about it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's the 11 tracks. If it would have, 9 tracks, it would have been perfect.
There's plenty of great albums that are 9 tracks.
So yeah. So I think, to me, one of the songs that stands out is "Ordinary Man," the actual title track.
Yeah, you had played a bit of that for me.
Yes, Melody.
It's nice. I mean, I'll be on the record. I'm not an Ozzy fan by any degree. I don't hate him, so don't get mad at me. Don't at me. But
right.
I just never got into it really. I don't know why. Just whatever. But what out of that song, like, I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The music behind, backing Ozzy and stuff is good.
See, again, like I was saying, I feel like this is not a normal, traditional Ozzy album. it has more. There's more atmospheric. There's more atmosphere to it. It's got more these depressing tones to it, or a little bit more darker tones to it than usual. You know what I mean? So with tracks like "Straight to Hell," "All My Life," "Goodbye," "Ordinary Man," "Today Is the End" is probably my favorite track.
And these all sound like, like these titles are like very melancholy.
I mean, "Goodbye," right?
Right, dude.
"Today's the End."
And then I mean, this is just right after we learned that he's
Well, he had been battling it.
Yeah,
we all knew.
Yeah, he's been sick for a long time. But just kind of, this album came out shortly after, like, they went official with it.
Right, with his Parkinson's.
Yeah.
So I think if my favorite tracks are "Today's the End," "Ordinary Man," "Scary Little Green Man." That's a pretty cool little catchy rocking song. Which I hate the video with fucking the crooked-eyed Momoa. What's his name? Jason Momoa. Fucking hate the video that he comes out in. I don't know why he's even a part of it.
We got to fuck the dragon girl in Game of Thrones. That's kind of cool.
Old Crooked Eye could fuck whatever he wants because he's able to. When you got abs like that, you can do whatever you want.
That's true.
Okay?
I'm sad now.
I know. Me too.
All right.
So, and actually, I was very surprised. Not surprised, but kind of thought it was ironic. So the song that he did, Ozzy did with Post Malone, was
Right.
But the song that Post Malone did was way better than his.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we have it. So, Post Malone can write a better Ozzy song than Ozzy.
Yeah, with Post Malone.
Yeah. Well, he's got to be
that straight.
Cool. Yeah, he's like DJ Khaled.
But let's make it clear that obviously Post Malone is going to put Ozzy on the map and make him a
I don't know who this Ozzy guy is, but Post Malone just hooked him up.
Exactly. You're set for life, Ozzy.
Whoever you are.
You're welcome, son.
Whoever the fuck you are.
Yeah. So, anyways, if I had to give it a good
number rating.
Grade, I think a good 8 out of 10 is a very good.
It's pretty high
grade on it. Yeah, because it's a decent album. Now, I don't think it's an album you're going to be listening to constantly.
Is there a track called "Eat Me"?
Yep.
Nice.
There is a song called "Eat Me."
I can see it upside down. These glasses are great.
Me eats. No, but yeah, it's a decent album, man. I'm telling you, it's like. But again, the reason why I was telling you I did like it more, is because it doesn't sound like a typical Ozzy album. It's not super heavy. It's not super rocking, but it's still a good album. And I believe, us listening to just a bunch of different kinds of music, it made it palatable. Well, how do you say it? Yeah. It's easier to digest. If you're a super hardcore Ozzy fan that's in your 50s, I think they'll probably like it too. Like people, like the hard old school fans.
Yeah, it could appeal to people.
I think it'll appeal to everybody.
Right.
So it's pretty cool. Let me see. I know you're. I'm not gonna force you to listen to it. So I was telling you, but I mean, the only reason I was gonna tell you is so we could have more to talk about. Just
don't yell at me.
But that was the only reason I was gonna tell you to check it out.
You fucking text me, hey, check out that new Ozzy album. And I put, fine.
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
fine,
you don't have to, dude. Yeah, don't listen to it. Shit. Then you don't gotta. Shit, I'm not gonna force you. It's like dad,
In hindsight, son. Like my text seemed very, very fucking passive aggressive.
Like it's like a son and mom. Like I don't want to.
Fucking.
Well, okay, then don't
suck a dick.
And then you're gonna go to bed without dinner tonight.
Fuck! Don't do that to me.
So, good news. Carcass.
Now you're talking.
New album in August.
Hey, so did you ever give Surgical Steel another chance?
No, because it's not on Apple Music anymore.
Oh, they took it off?
Oh, wait a minute. Is it?
No, it's still there.
Is it?
No,
okay.
For whatever fucking reason, that's the only album that's on there now. They took out all the other ones. It's alright though, because it's alright because YouTube Music has got your back.
Oh shit!
Right?
All right, here. You're watching. I'm adding it there.
All right,
leave me alone.
Go play it later.
Yes.
And then I'll play Ozzy, and then we'll be even.
Even Stevens, yo.
Yep.
Hit it. All right.
I was because you had said you didn't really dig it, but I think it's pretty good.
No, but again, I only played once over.
Okay.
And I don't think that's fair. That's not cool.
Yeah.
I'll
Carcass is I think they're like a certain status of death metal that I feel they deserve more respect. You should.
Yeah, I'll give it another go. Another more goes.
Yeah, I'm very optimistic for this album. I'm hoping that when August comes around, we'll talk about it and we'll be very happy.
Me too. All right. So, I learned Megadeth's in the studio. We're going to enter the studio this April.
Nice.
I believe before their Summer Trek tour.
Yeah.
So they're going to hit the studio. Hopefully by the end of the year, we get something.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't fucking wait. Because they're going to have Kiko on guitars.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was in Angra.
Yeah.
Right? And they have Dirk Van something, I don't know. He used to play for Soilwork. I got to see him play live. He was a drummer for Devon on 70K.
Nice.
So he's outstanding. He's a really good drummer. And when the drummer from Lamb of God left, when he was filling in for a little bit with Dave, Dave asked him, who do you think personally, who would you recommend to come on board Megadeth and to replace you? Like, who do you want?
Yeah.
And he said Dirk from Soilwork.
Nice.
And so,
that's a pretty hefty recommendation.
If you get Dave calling you, I don't give a shit what band you're in. Hello, can I speak to Dirk, please? You know, yeah, like I'm gonna go play with this guy. You
know? I gotta go, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting, right? So I can't wait to see what their new album's gonna sound. I think it's gonna be super heavy.
Yeah, so. It's been kind of what they've been doing.
I have a prediction. It's probably gonna be album of the year, man. If it comes out this year, easy. We'll see.
I hope so.
That's
exciting.
Yeah, positive thinking.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna do a little bit of a joke, not joke, but of a little bit of a something funny for you guys.
Yo, do me a solid. Can you reset it to me?
Yeah, let me find it first really quick.
I think I have it here.
So
we can do this.
We're doing this thing. Somebody put that Metallica has already done all genres of metal, and there we go. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with it. Either we're gonna do song or album.
So
we can just go back and forth.
It says here, sorry nerds, Metallica already did it.
So this dude takes credit for his name's Kit Brown. I forgot which. It's one of the metal groups.
Right.
So this dude takes credit for it. As he says, sorry nerds, Metallica already did it. So did what? Well, heavy metal.
In general.
Motor Breath.
Thrash metal. Battery.
Glam metal. Kirk wearing eyeliner.
Power metal. The Four Horsemen.
Old school death metal. The thing that should not be.
Brutal death metal. All of Saint Anger. Duh.
Avant-garde death metal. All of Lulu. Duh.
With the V, okay. Yeah. True black metal. TREVE. True black metal. Kirk wearing eyeliner again.
Traditional doom metal. The part where they yell, die.
Death/doom metal. The part where they yell, die again.
Stoner psychedelic doom metal. The clean part of Orion.
Funeral doom metal. Cliff dying.
Progressive metal. All of And Justice for All.
Hey, he agrees with you.
There you go.
Yeah. Industrial metal. Hey, yeah.
New metal. It sounds fucking stuck to my ears. Okay.
Symphonic metal. S&M.
Symphonic black metal. S&M.
Symphonic death metal. S&M.
Gothic metal. Kirk wearing eyeliner.
A third
time.
Folk metal. Fucking Lulu.
Metalcore. Technically them covering Les Caress.
With a question mark. Post metal. The only good part of Load. Bleeding Me.
That's a good one. Hardcore punk. Aforementioned Misfits cover.
Of course. Crust punk. Not Bathing on Tour.
Harsh noise. Lulu.
Power violence. Lulu.
Dark ambient drone. listen to Lulu. It's hilarious.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's fucking great, dude. That shit's like... You said it to me out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck am I reading?
Yeah. And I'm like,
what is this?
Just listen.
Just read it.
Just take it in.
Just take it at face value.
I know, right?
At first I was salty because this guy for real, but no,
I know, right?
he's just being a dumbass.
Yeah. I know. Because you're like...
Hats off to this dude. It's fucking great.
Yeah. Good thinking. Mm-hmm. So then we have another person, and I don't know if I should name her, but...
I guess not.
But it's a world metal scene person, woman. She says that Paramore are metal. And I'm like, no, they're fucking not. So people are like saying, Paramore is garbage.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
And she's like, we are all entitled to our own opinions here. Please keep root comments to yourself. Do they play... And this is a thread where they're talking.
Yeah.
Do they even play metal? A subgenre of it, yes.
What?
You could always... and then here goes cancel culture and the heroes of the internet. Mm-hmm. You can always report his comments.
Oh, the White Knights.
Yeah, I don't think I'd even consider them metal, but hell, I like them anyway. All right, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's whatever.
They're not metal.
Yeah, but let's just be clear.
Like that girl, looks like she's like a blow up doll in that picture there.
She does, and it really looks like that's a bad picture.
It was a fun thing is so I thought she looked alright, and then I saw her tits and they look bad. They look like fat guy tits. It's kind of
I don't know. I mean, I think she just looks like a
girl with
like a 12-year-old. You know what I mean? There's nothing.
Oh no, I feel bad when you say it that way.
There's nothing interesting about her. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all I can say.
I thought she looked alright, and then I saw her and I was like, just keep her clothes on.
So that's what she sings.
Which is great.
Right?
Whoa!
Actually, I don't even know any other songs.
That's the only one I know.
But
I don't know what she says though.
This is an interesting one. I'll let you take over on this
one. Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
To me, this is the type of shit that fucking infuriates me.
Yes.
Because I've seen it quite a bit on Metal Sucks, and because that's what they're all fucking based on. And again, if you guys know me and us, we fucking hate... Oh! I want to fix something too, by the way.
What?
You know how I was always talking shit about... what's his name? Sam Dunn? Mm-hmm. On... and Banger Films?
Yeah.
I was talking shit because like, oh, I don't like the way you do your web of metal and how like subgenres and genres of and how he lists the bands.
Yeah.
It's not him.
Who is it?
It's some other person that they hired, which he's an author. He's done. He used to work with Braywards and Bloody Knuckles, and I'm not gonna give his name away, but I feel bad now because I was talking shit about Sam Dunn all the time, and then I read today this other dude who wrote the web. The spider web of all that stuff.
Right.
He did it for all the episodes that came out on VH1 also. So it wasn't all Sam Dunn and his input on all these bands that were like, I mean, he might have probably not been too far off, but still.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck Sam Dunn and his Banger Films crew and blah blah blah. Even though I love, even though I love that what is it called? The thrash metal one? No, not the thrash. What is it called?
Yeah.
Global metal and the Headbanger's Journey. So I just want to apologize to Sam Dunn. If you're listening, Sam Dunn, I'm sorry. It wasn't you.
My bad.
It was the other guy. And so Metal Sucks. Clickbait
articles. So this one isn't actually from Metal Sucks, but
right.
It might as well be. This is actually from Metalhead Zone. So I'm just gonna read the headline that they used for this article.
Correct. Go for it.
Dream Theater legend announces devastating cancer diagnosis. That's literally what it says.
Yeah.
So it says here, former Dream Theater drummer Mike Portnoy has shared a photo of whatever, and it cuts off. So it's just a screenshot. I didn't want to click on the article because fuck them. I'm not going to feed their bullshit. So this actual article is actually about Mike's dog got diagnosed with cancer, which again, still sad, but Mike's dog got diagnosed with cancer, and this website spun it to make fans think one of the members might die.
Right.
It's fucking disgusting.
Now that's exactly what Metal Sucks would do.
This is shitty.
And,
like
it's very.
If I didn't read, so I got the. I mean, again, it's from Metalhead Zone or whatever. But like, I got the article off of the gripe about it off of fucking Reddit.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, if I had saw this article, I'd been like, me being a Dream Theater fan, I'd been like, holy shit, I would have clicked.
Who is it? What's going on?
Who's
Dude,
sick?
you would have been fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Dude.
So this one guy comments, metal in quotations, metal news sites have seriously the most shameless, horrible clickbait out of any other news outlet on the internet. I've never seen anyone else try so hard to milk as many clicks as possible out of the stories that aren't even newsworthy to begin with. Mm-hmm. The fact that they did this isn't even surprising, but it's very, very scummy. I agree. This is kind of like a line. Like, really?
That's all.
I mean,
I was gonna say
if my porno was dying, I'd be so fucking bummed out. Like
the whole idea of doing it for financial gain. Yeah. I guess if they're doing it for clickbait,
I would have fallen for it if I didn't. If I didn't read the context of the article before, because since it was a post, I would have fallen for it. I would have clicked on that shit like, oh my god, what's going on? Yeah. Like. Anyways, I hope Mike's dog is either okay or doesn't suffer. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
shitty. It still sucks. I don't want to discount the severity because pets are family, but still, that sucks.
Yeah.
Shitty bang bang.
So, yeah. So we'll change the subject on a positive note though. We are going to go on a road trip pretty soon.
That's right. Yes, we are.
So where are we going?
We're going to Denver, Colorado, to go see Devin Townsend, Hawken, and Contortionist.
So, one of our buddies, my buddy, you probably know him just by passing.
Yeah.
He got a room, beds for all of us. Mm-hmm. The other guy who was gonna go decided they were gonna get their own room.
Right.
So there's another opening. I just figured I'll ask you. He likes Devin.
He loves Devin.
Why not? And then you're able to make it work, make it happen.
Yep.
So we did.
Yep. Got the time off already. Got the tickets locked down.
Hats off to your wife too for helping us out.
Yeah, she did help us out with the tickets. They got a little crazy on the price range, but
because it's funny because when we're talking, bro, $40-some odd, bro, and then it's all of a sudden,
literally as we're buying the tickets,
the next day,
whoop,
$90-some odd
$90 for a set.
Yeah.
So at first I was like, never mind, right? And then my wife's like, it's fucking Devin Townsend. This is like one of your bucket list bands, and I'm like, it is. And she's like, just fucking go.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's cool.
Yeah.
See, that's all you. Come on, bro.
Right, so I married her. But so we'll be going. It's going to be on March 21st. The show. We'll be there in Denver.
Yeah, we're gonna catch. Hopefully, go to the True Brewery or True Bar.
Yeah, the Cult Bar. Black metal beer.
Black metal. And then get some tacos and
hang out.
I don't know. I don't know what else they have to offer, but I'm up for whatever. But see, the thing is, like, we're only there for a very short.
We're just gonna. Yeah, we're leaving Friday morning. Get there Friday evening.
Afternoon ish.
Probably, yeah, and then. Pretty much from there, settle in and go eat and drink and crash out, wake up.
Do it again.
Go see the show, go to sleep, and then go back home the next day.
Suck.
That drive back's going to be fucking lame.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, it's going to be worth it. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I'm literally counting the days. I cannot wait to go.
Me too. 3 weeks.
Yeah, so just a bunch of best friends on the road. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So, and then we're going to probably record while we're there.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little. Yeah, we want to do like an on the road podcast, right?
I don't know if we're gonna just probably do it through our phone.
Yeah, quality might be not as great, but it's fine.
I think I could fix it. Plus, also
fix it in post.
Maybe get. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll do it. Put the phone in a cup.
There you go.
That's what you
put
do.
it in a styrofoam cup. So what I'm. So another announcement actually is that we're gonna get back on the YouTube.
I just got premium. Right.
Nice. So we're gonna get back on YouTube now. Here's the deal, because they've they've doxed me. They're like, hey, you can't be using song samples from us, dude. You gotta use your own shit and stop using our shit and blah blah blah. Okay, so with that being said, the YouTube podcast would be clean. There's not going to be any music on it whatsoever. No snippets.
Just straight.
No sound bites.
Straight dudes talking.
Nothing. It's just going to be straight through talking.
But if that's your preferred, way to get your content,
your method,
then we got you.
Yeah. Now, if you want to hear stupid shit, more music, the intro. I like to put weird, funny.
Make that fun.
We like to put weird, funny intro snippets before the intro song.
Yes.
So then you can check out. You might want to check out the actual podcast on through Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Podbean. Yeah. You get most of your podcast platforms.
Pretty much any other platform, you'll get the unfiltered version. Yeah. YouTube's just gonna have the vanilla version with
they're not gonna
no frills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be the but yeah, it's cool. And then so we'll see how that comes out because I want to be able to expand the podcast to other
totally
other platforms too.
That's how we do it.
Yeah. So and I think what was I was gonna bring up something else, but I forgot. No. But it's all good.
No, maybe it'll come to you later.
Yeah. So we're just in time. We're good in our official chunkage of the episode. The main shebang.
This is the flavored center.
Yeah. So, how many licks did it take?
Enough.
It took 51 licks.
Come on, enough.
All right. So 51 minutes. A
new record now. Not really.
So, all right. Stuff that we listen to
when we're not meddling
out. We're not meddling out.
Correct.
Right. Now, first things first, because we're agreed on this one, the first one.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of electronic synthwave type stuff.
Yep.
Such as Meteor.
Yep. Fucking Carpenter Brute.
Carpenter who?
Carpenter Brute.
Oh, Carpenter. John Carpenter.
That too.
Oh, that's right. You had a different...
Yeah, Carpenter Brute.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that. There's Carpenter. Dead Can Dance. No, what were they called?
That's Dead.
That's the...
Dance of the Dead.
Dance of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's tons and tons and tons and tons of other synthwave bands. But I mean, I think one of the more popular ones, I think, is John Carpenter.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He does a lot
Well, he does like I always tell you about fucking the soundtrack to Big Trouble.
Yeah,
he did all that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's if you've seen a lot of his movies, it's pretty much him, I believe.
Yes.
So that's one of the major ones that we listen to, but. Let's go into detail. Let's see what other. I mean, our favorite, obviously, like I was saying earlier, is Meteor.
Yeah, Meteor is cool because what I like about him is that they just fucking sound like a fucking 80s movie soundtrack.
They do, but there are other albums.
Yes.
For example, I think it's Parallel Lives, or it's Voyage into Fear.
If you want to get stupid, you can go with MSI.
Yeah, let's see. Inner Demon. But some of the songs are actually pretty heavy.
Yeah.
On them. But, I would recommend the Manhattan 2019 EP.
Mm-hmm.
That
shit's great. Dude.
That's the first one that set me up.
That's the jam.
So, yeah, there's Dance with the Dead. There's Power Glove. There's another one that's not called... what are they called? Not Game Gear? What are they called? Mega Drive.
Oh, Mega Drive.
Drive.
That's the other. That's what the Sega Genesis was.
Right Japan. Before. Then there's Ghost, but guess what? It's the good kind of ghost.
Oh yeah,
GOST.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, the name of the album, Behemoth.
Yeah, that one is cool because it's
that's the first one I ever we listened to.
Yeah, it's like black metal mixed with fucking Depeche Mode.
Yeah, there's that one, and then they've got a lot of the newer ones. Non-Paradisi, Skull, Valedictorian is the newer one. That one I recommend too. And if you're listening to Daniel Deluxe, Magic Sword, all of these are all good examples of
good electronic
good synthwave.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to go with your next one.
Yeah. So mine, and I may have mentioned it on other episodes, I'm sure. I like Weezer.
Yes.
Weezer is one of my bands I like to listen to when, well, not just like like alternative rock in general. So like Weezer and fucking like Muse and stuff like that.
Right.
Both they sound totally different, but for some reason Weezer really reminds me of my childhood. They sound they sound like fucking 90s rock and roll. Even their stuff that came out in post 2000s. I mean, they just came out with an album not too long ago. Yeah. But like they always just sound like, I feel like their music belongs like on a fucking Kevin Smith movie soundtrack. Like I something about like just the way their fucking riffs are and shit. Like it just reminds me of that. Yeah. I just feel they're really easy to digest. I think they're kind of like good time music. Yeah. It's a bunch of nerds. It's something about it. I guess. They, like I said, I didn't say it on the air, but they have like a covers album, stuff like that, which they do all the staples. Africa is there, and Take On Me is there, and all the everything you'd expect. They even do a cover of fucking No Scrubs from TLC. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I just have a soft spot for that band. They're a band that I liked as a kid, and as I got into metal, I obviously strayed away from them. But then as I got older, I went back. And I was like, man, I still like this. Yeah. So, one of my favorite songs to karaoke is actually "Say It Ain't So."
Oh yeah.
So I love doing that song.
Yeah, I think I am not familiar at all with them. So
no, I mean, if you ever want to check them out with me, I'm down to put on a few songs for you. Okay. A couple of choice songs that I recommend. Yeah.
So I actually forgot to mention in the electronic, me personally. Oh yeah. For the electronic, I like listening to Anything Box a lot.
I've heard that one.
And check it out. New Order. So
New Order's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. But so my other, I guess, off time. I would put 80s, not necessarily goth, but 80s. Well, yeah, I guess 80s in general. Yeah. But there's a lot of goth too from the 80s. Right. Now, like 80s kind of stuff that I like, the Bronski beat. The Cult, The Cure, Depeche Mode, all that other stuff.
The Cure is just... I like The Cure a lot, too. The Cure is just fucking, again, kind of in the same way of Weezer. Like, they're just music that makes you feel good.
Right, even though they're kind of sad.
They can be. Yeah. Absolutely.
And then one of the groups that I really liked is Zymox, Twist of Shadows, which kind of turned to, I believe, Clan of Zymox, with the Medusa albums. And the Clan of Zymox. The Boloshi.
That way.
The Boloshi.
Got the whistle out of your mouth on
the
that
Boloshi. Yeah, I saw it. Linda's Party, Friends. Then there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I like from the 80s. But a lot of the goth stuff came out, and then it kind of got into this little bit of electronic stuff. Yeah. One of the major bands that I really liked called Death in June, with the Nada, N-A-D-A, Nada album, which is great because Death in June is actually they turned from that to a major player in the neo-folk scene. Really? Yeah. Oh, wow. And so when you kind of check them out, when you see a lot of their album covers, it's kind of creepy because they wear masks. And they wear a lot of those kind of masks. Oh, that's cool. In most of their covers, I would say. Yeah. They're a little strange, a little militant. I want to say maybe. Oh wow. A little kind of creepy. That is a little shit kind of going on. That's cool though. But I really like Death in June. If you like them, then you probably like Current 93. You probably like Soul Invictus. You probably like Of the Wand and the Moon. Oh god. And which is a plus in my book. So that kind of one of those strange bands, Death in June, that kind of span different genres. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. That's awesome. But yeah, so 80s, seriously, everything 80s, dude, in terms of pop, and everything in terms of like.
It was a good time, man.
Glam. Everything, to me, I liked everything. And again, my argument of it was, I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. My battle was never with glam. I didn't give a fuck if these guys wanted to put on makeup and dress stupid. So my battle was not with that. So I know the people who are older than me probably they were like, yeah, that's gay and blah 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 blah, and then whatever. Well, maybe that's what they didn't like glam for X amount of reasons, right? But for me,
their girlfriend left them from a glam.
Yeah,
dude.
probably. But like for me, I don't care. Like I like that music, and I don't care. I liked all the stuff from the 80s, and that's like my favorite. So if you listen to a lot of different playlists that I have, especially like for cookouts or barbecues or shit.
After a certain hour and a certain level of toxicity.
Oh, no. Those are just standard to me.
Do you think?
They're just standard songs.
I feel like for me, for some reason, you start playing the off-metal stuff
else.
later on.
That's something else that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
So don't get ahead.
Sorry.
So then, again, like, these other ones are standard songs.
Okay.
I'm talking about, like, Come On Eileen and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, those are, like, standard songs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's true.
Like,
yeah, right.
and then maybe
you do play those.
Or whatever. Like, it's all, like, normal shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I still like listening to a lot of that. I cannot stand it. I want to reiterate this because I really want people to understand. I fucking hate 90s rock. I really hated the whole grunge scene. Not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
And I really hated that whole, I don't know, the alternative rock scene.
I like some.
I just didn't like it. You know what I mean?
I like some.
Yeah. No, I couldn't do it, man. They killed a lot of stuff. So. Next.
Yeah. Kind of going with the depressive electronic music. Another thing I like to dip my toes into is industrial music.
Not just your toes, bro.
Don't get me wrong, I don't like everything that's out there, but I like a select few artists. Of course, like the mainstream stuff too, right? Like I like Nine Inch Nails, for example. I think the Fragile, it's the double album he did, I think in '99. So one he did after Downward Spiral. Mm-hmm. I think that's his. Everyone says Downward Spiral, but I think the Fragile is his masterpiece. I love that album. It's a fucking great album. It's like 2 hours long. The other, of course, Marilyn Manson, specifically Antichrist Superstar. I think that's a really, really good album. And also the other one he did after that, Mechanical Animals. I like those. Mm-hmm. As far as if we want to go a little more down the rabbit hole, Alec Empire, which is more like, I want to say it's like the German shit, dude. So like fucking them, Atari Teenage Riot. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've heard them.
Yeah.
Very noisy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Aphex Twin. And then those are probably the biggest ones, honestly, that I really, really enjoy.
Yeah, Aphex Twin is
fucking cool.
That video is so fucking scary, I think.
Rubber Johnny.
There's Rubber Johnny, but then there's the Aphex Twin, the Come to Daddy video.
Come to Daddy.
That fucking creature.
They do really cool shit. Like, they're very...
It's very creative.
They're very creative. They're very cryptic.
Yeah.
In how they do shit. And it's very mysterious. And they would release something without even... You wouldn't even know it's from them. And it's just that kind of viral... It was like viral before viral was a thing.
I think Rubber Johnny was a really good... representation of that, especially.
Dude. I remember some people thought it was real.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's
little
fucking
chihuahua.
Cool. It was almost, dude.
It's fucking. It was.
It's an ugly
weird
thing, dude. Because like I remember the first time I saw it, I had like goosebumps. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Is that? Yeah.
And then the fact that some people thought it was real is almost like an Orson Welles kind of thing.
Right.
People actually believed it.
Oh yeah, the War of
the Worlds.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
where he did like a radio broadcast.
Yeah, but if you didn't catch it from the beginning,
you don't know.
You didn't know what was going on.
You're like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I like that shit. I like just noisy, distorted.
Yeah. So let me add on to that. I don't like the noisy, but I do like industrial sort of metal. So so industrial stuff, right? So Pain is one of my major the go-tos, and they're from Peter from Hypocrisy. That's his other side band, which he actually sided with. They did their own project with what's his name? Tillman from Du Hast. What's his name?
Oh, Rammstein.
Rammstein. What's his name? I forgot his name.
I have no idea, man.
The singer from Rammstein.
Yeah.
Partnered up with Peter, and they did this super like they did it, I don't know. It just reminds me of like weird.
I mean,
bondage sort of shit. Like it's just a weird album, but yeah.
Strappy Young Lads City.
There's
a lot of industrial
hardcore
elements,
industrial,
especially the first one too. Yeah. Actually, I think about it, Heavy is a really heavy thing. A lot of industrial moments there. Also, we always talk about this band, but we never listen to them. Raunchy. I always think of Raunchy. They're fucking cool, and
but that's more like what do you call them? In Flames or
kind of, but like, they have like a lot of like I can't think of.
They're like a Soilwork clone.
Kind of, but there's like their earlier shit, dude. Yeah. Like in the early 2000s, like 2001, 2002, like the shit they had back then.
Yeah,
that stuff was very like had industrial elements, like fucking electronic drums and a lot of like bassy noises and shit. Yeah. But yeah, as they got along, they kind of lost that, which kind of sucks. Yeah. I think that was kind of what made them. But
so, speaking of raunchy, you should listen to this band called Randy.
Sorry, the fact that the name sounds so similar.
That's why.
Yeah.
If you guys want some good new wave of British heavy fucking metal, check out a band called Randy, and I think it's called Beast in the Light or something like that. Oh, it's fucking good shit.
Nice.
Anyways, just went off tangent. Anyways, but so my other one of the major bands that I like listening to, and I think I've already brought it up before, but it's Fleetwood Mac, and excuse me. Okay, so first things first. My initial, I guess, introduction or I saw The Dance, that album, that live performance on VH1, and they kept showing it over and over and over again, and I was like, "Ooh, who dat?" And it was Stevie Nicks, and I'm like, "Ooh, who's she?" She's like this magical. She's got this voice, like this gypsy. Who is this?
This is gypsy girl.
Yeah, and then it's like
gypsy.
And I'm like, why is she looking at the other dude that way? And it's like she's looking at Lindsey Buckingham with those eyes, And
gypsy eyes.
Yeah, and so they pretty much played all the hits on The Dance. So I ended up just getting that album and then getting their greatest hits, and then started getting their older stuff. And I mean, to me, Lindsey Buckingham is probably one of the greatest guitarists of all time. Definitely top 50, probably definitely top 100. So, but I don't know. You can't go wrong with any of their music, man. I'm pretty sure you've heard Fleetwood Mac.
Of course. I mean, how can you not?
Yeah. But I mean, there's people who
go your own way, right?
Yeah. The Chain.
I know that's the most popular one ever.
I liked, my favorite version of Big Love is Lindsey Buckingham solo on The Dance. And he pours his fucking heart and soul into it, man. It's pretty fucking epic. And which is the other one that I really like is I forgot what it's called, but it's super slow, dude. Let me see if I can find it really quick.
Yeah.
I think I played it for you one time. We were in SPA. What the fuck is this? You were like really surprised, and they were playing. I don't think it's a instrumental, I believe, because I think he sings on it. It was I'm So Afraid, and it has a lot of this. They play these organs on it in the back. Oh, and it sounds fucking heavy.
Nice.
It makes it sound heavy, even though it's just a standard rock, like a soft rock sound. It sounds awesome, dude.
Gives it a little oomph.
Yeah, it does. It really does make a total different change to it, man.
Nice.
So, yeah, Fleetwood Mac, I think, is one of the... And they're awesome road trip.
Yeah, we'll probably spin a few songs.
Yeah, they're really...
on our drive.
It's really fun to listen to.
Yeah, we got like 12 hours. No, like 10?
No, it's 10. Less than 10.
All right.
Go for it.
So my next one is actually one we share, so I'm going to skip it for now. We'll let you. We'll talk about it when we get to it.
Okay.
So I'm going to go into avant-garde music. So it's no mystery that I love the works of like Mike Patton and his many projects that he's been in. Everything that he's done under his own name, to the shit he's done with Dan the Automator, to fucking of course Faith No More, Mr. Bungle, Fantomas, and Peeping Tom. I mean, I can fucking go on. He's done a lot of shit, and it's all, not all, some of it. I mean, I think Faith No More is probably the most easily digestible shit he's done. That and Tomahawk. I think those are the two most easy to listen to shit he's done. First Mr. Bungle album's pretty okay to play like whatever, but then you go into like Disco Valiente, and that's like fucking weird. A lot of noise and shit. Yeah. Another bands that kind of fall into that loop, Nuclear Rabbit, which I mentioned earlier. They're very funky, kooky, kind of metal, but not really. Very, very tongue-in-cheek, weird vocals. Guy sounds... He doesn't sing good, like, at all, but I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Tubring, which is another band that kind of... I mean, they play with a lot of metal bands, actually, but, like, I guess they have their heavy elements, but they're not a metal band, Yeah. They're almost punk rock to a degree. And then we have, like, Dog Fashion Disco, which are considered metal to some degree, but they have a lot of songs that are not metal. Because I like that whole album they did this past year, and every album has songs that are just not metal. So on the album Adultery, they have a song called Desert Grave, which sounds like a fucking, almost like a Johnny Cash kind of thing. Yeah. On their album Committed to a Bright Future, there's a song called Pogo the Clown. It's about a clown who... Pogo the Clown. It's about a guy who dresses up as a clown and he fucking kidnaps and rapes and murders you. And the song is played very, very loungy and jazzy. Yeah,
like, that's not pleasant.
But the song is very smooth. Stand-up bass, lots of saxophone.
Richard Cheese.
Almost, kind of, right? So I like stuff like that for some reason. And I went through. I still enjoy it on the reg, but like in the mid 2000s, I had like a lot of friends. Well, not really a lot of friends, but I hung out with people that were into this shit. So I just kind of got into it myself. Right. And I liked it because I felt like it was something. I know it sounds weird, but it's something that set me apart. Yes. I felt like this is kind of like when you talk about this is your music. Yeah. That's how I felt about it. I still do, because I can't, like, this is stuff like I've tried playing around with my wife and she's like, what the fuck is this? Like, even, and she tries to be very open and then she's like, no. Yeah. I'm gonna have to stop you. Have you seen that meme? I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Yeah. With the fucking Fallout. Yeah. That's how I feel, dude. Like, whenever I play that shit, so it's always very like, I have to choose my battles with that shit, but. Yeah, man. I really enjoy that shit. The weirder the better, I think. Bring it on.
Well, I mean, I think also in with this next one, it's to me, it's really a matter of, I think, just being fucking Latino or just being background, Hispanic, whatever. And it's 80s freestyle, which I bring up all the time.
Yes, you do.
And I think it's pretty cool because it's... I remember growing up, I was like 5, late 80s, or sometime in the 80s. My sisters are getting ready. They're going out. Getting ready to go to J-Town, to Juarez, when it was safe.
Back when it was alright.
Back when it was considerably safe compared to how it is now.
Yeah, right.
You just cross the border, cross the bridge, go party.
It's like going to another part of town.
You could probably just party with like $10 and get drunk and come back.
Yeah, it was like going to a different part of town.
Yeah. Yeah, it literally was like going to a different part of town. You just take a little long walk back and that's it, right? Yep. Anyways, so how crazy is that, right? Like growing up here. Like we're in El Paso.
Yeah, when I was a kid, my folks and I used to go to Juarez all the time.
Yeah, you just cross over and that was it, and then come back.
Just walk around.
But it's so funny how it was just so easy to do that.
It was
back then.
Now I need a passport. And it's a whole thing.
Well, now I don't even do it because I don't want to even fucking go.
You don't want to.
I don't want
to hear in the news that your car was found on fire.
Or I'm chopped to bits.
Yeah.
For being fucking vocal about everything. So, anyways, so because of that, I listened to on the radio on Power 102. Right? They used to always play that 80s freestyle fucking music all the time. It was always on, dude.
That's all they played.
And I remember just specifically, it's the Aquanet. The sisters are getting ready to go out and party.
Put on the hairspray.
Yeah. And so it's pretty funny. Like you could smell it. It's and I'm over here just a little fucking kid who cares, you know what I mean? But the 80s freestyle has a lot a soft spot for in my.
Isn't that cool, right? Like how music can, like a song, something you hear, can evoke a time period.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let me get into it. Here we had. Hold on, let me find it. Bow, bow, bow. I think you guys can hear that car.
Yeah. Coffee cat.
So, you have groups like Shannon. You have Lisa and Cult Jam and Full Force. You had Karina. You had Noel with Silent Morning. Shut up. And then you had Trinier, which is mine. You had Debbie Deb, When I Hear Music, and Look Out Weekend.
This is the rhythm.
No, that's something else. I'm like, that's something completely else.
It's a Reebok, also nice.
That's 90s, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't Stop the Rock, Freestyle. That's the name of the group. The party has just begun. The Cover Girls, Expose. Yeah, baby. Put it on return. Come go with me. Show me. Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, so that's at one point, like you were mentioning, at a certain point in the night, people are getting tipsy when that shit starts to come on.
Oh yeah, that's kind of how it goes with you.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's just something that I've always been around, and that's something that's just I've always loved. So, that's one of my major. It's not even a fucking guilty pleasure. I fucking love it. I don't give a shit.
It's not you don't care who knows.
Yeah, none of these are.
Yeah.
So, go for it. Your turn.
So, another thing that I will occasionally get into is video game soundtracks. So, games like, and I mean like of all, like there's games of course nowadays, they have full orchestras backing their music now, right?
So before we continue to your down that path.
Yeah.
Besides, and not metal, just whatever, who do you think has the best soundtrack? And not necessarily soundtrack maybe, but some of the better songs. What is there a specific game that kind of did it for you? That you're like, you know what, this was it. For me, it was Mega Man and the songs in Mega Man.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a tough question.
For the Nintendo.
Yeah, that's a tough question. I think one of the most memorable, if we're talking like retro,
that just took you. Yeah.
Probably Final Fantasy 6. Well, it was 3 on the Super Nintendo. Yeah. But I think that game has one of the most memorable soundtracks for sure. Ever. I know they're just going to come out with this Final Fantasy 7 remake, but I would give my left nut for a Final Fantasy 6 remake.
God, dude, I would love it, dude.
Dude, that's got the best story ever. But yeah, that soundtrack is fucking amazing. The Terra theme, the map theme, the battle theme, everything about that game.
Yeah.
More
I agree 100% on that one.
Other games that have come out. We'll go down the rabbit hole. So like
sure.
We have the classics. So we have like Super Mario Brothers and all this stuff, the chiptune stuff. But as we went, I think my favorite era of gaming music is going to be 16-bit into like the PlayStation N64 era.
Mm-hmm.
Because from there we got multiple Final Fantasy soundtracks. We got Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, which had some really cool, memorable tracks. And then maybe even going further, more modern, I think Metal Gear Solid has Part 2 in particular, I think has one of the best action.
Is it Sons of Liberty?
Sons of Liberty has the fucking coolest theme ever, which I believe they had to they lost their rights to. It's kind of weird. It's a long story. Silent Hill. Yeah. I think Silent Hill's music is fucking amazing.
It's creepy.
It's fucking weird. Yeah. It's really weird. Flash forward into even more modern. We have like the new. Well, it's not new anymore, but the 2016 Doom. That game has a very fucking ripping fucking soundtrack. It's almost like industrial metal soundtrack.
You know, there's Slain. Have you played that game?
Mm-hmm.
Slain has that.
Yeah,
it's a metal soundtrack.
Side scroller, yes.
And then the other one, Volferis.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I think it's bad. I was playing it. Fucking awesome, dude.
And
metal soundtrack, man.
Probably this current generation of consoles, PS4, Xbox One, PC, whatever. My most favorite right now is probably the Nier Automata. Yeah, so Nier Automata, that soundtrack.
It's pretty, man.
It's fucking
the song,
the song that we're featuring on the episode in particular is a song that I actually listen to voluntarily. It's a beautiful song. It gives me
I like how you say that voluntarily.
Yeah, well, because it's not. In other words, I don't just play it like when it's in the.
No. Game. But that's what I'm saying. This isn't. Yeah. These are not guilty pleasures.
No.
These are straight up.
I think
in stuff that we enjoy.
The song that we're featuring is "Weight of the World," and it's basically the end credits to that game. Yeah. Whereas the end credits, it's an interesting concept. So that game Nier is fucking weird because you have to play through it over and over, and it's different every time you load it. It gives you no context or no preface to this. You just beat the game and you think you're done after like 12 hours. You're like, okay, that was weird. But if you happen, like, let's say you leave it alone, you come back to it and you load it up again, all of a sudden it's a different opening, and now you're playing as a different character. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you beat that, and you realize you have to beat it like 4 times to actually get the full story. Nice. And when I say beat it 4 times, you're not playing the same game. Every time you load it, you're playing a different
4 scenarios.
It's weird, right? Yeah. It might be 3. I can't remember. No, it's 4.
I'm almost certain various scenarios.
So it's really cool, yeah. And so one cool thing about that game. So when you beat the game and you go through the main story, and you get the credits and it's playing Weight of the World. It's basically you're playing. You know what a bullet hell shooter is, right?
Yes.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, bullet hell shooter is any game like
Ikaruga.
Yeah, Ikaruga's an example. Fucking 1942,
44. 43.
Yeah, all those games. Those top down games where you're a little spaceship and you're fucking dodging bullets. And that's why it's called bullet hell. So those games, the whole credit sequence, you're fucking shooting the credits as a little spaceship. And
that's cute.
You fucking, the song is playing. But you have to get through the credits to beat the game. And the thing is that every time you die, someone sacrifices their save file to give you another shot to get through it.
Shut up.
Yes. So it's weird. So it'll tell you so-and-so has helped you out. And it's a random game tag or whatever. And you fucking keep going as the song continues.
Write it down and message them.
Thanks, bro. So the cool thing about that game is at the very end of the song, it gives you the option to, you want to just, save your game and that's it, and you can play again later, or do you want to sacrifice your save to help someone else?
Oh, cool.
So I did it. I sacrificed my save.
Nice.
So I lost. And when I mean sacrifice your save, you lose
everything.
Everything. It literally deletes itself, and all you get as proof that you helped somebody is you get a different title screen. But yeah, it's a really interesting fucking game. It's a spin-off of the Drakengard series, but it's a really cool game. That one in particular. The other Nier game isn't so great. I think this one's really good because it's done by Platinum.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, I just really like that game a lot. Yeah, man, fucking video games. Just fucking always comes back to it, dude. I think video games have become such a pulp culture phenomenon that the music is something that is just as big as the games themselves.
It's starting to become
another game soundtrack that I really enjoy is Persona series. All three of them. Well, there's fucking 5 games technically. But, well, it's interesting because there's part 1 and then there's like 2 versions of part 2. It's a long thing. Anyways, it's Japanese shit. Mm-hmm. PS1 was weird.
Yeah.
But the games that came out that most people revere is not really the PS1 games, but more the PS2 games. So Persona 3, Persona 4, and then on PS3, PS4, Persona 5. Those games have very pop tune, J-pop kind of soundtracks, which I normally fucking hate that shit. But for some reason, just the way it's arranged in that game, it's really good. Persona 3 has almost like a hip hop kind of vibe.
Yeah. Like
a hip hop mixed with J-pop.
Yeah.
It's weird. Part 4 is straight up more upbeat music. And then part 5 almost has like a 70s disco thing going.
That's cool.
It's really cool. I don't know. It's just really cool. They definitely have... They put a lot of thought into their soundtracks, which, again, that's fucking awesome that they do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got on long enough. Go for it.
Yeah. So, my next one is early 90s gangsta rap.
Oh, yeah.
Now, a lot of that stuff has to do with... I think I covered it several episodes ago, where there are a lot of parallels between metal and rap that kind of they're outsiders. If you're dressed as a rocker or you're dressed as a gangsta, you're gonna be seen differently. But again, most importantly, it goes back to being outsider music and for outsiders. You know what I mean?
It's like different sides of the same coin, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so specifically NWA, Eazy-E,
fucking hardcore shit.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Dre.
You know what? I'm not. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was just saying I'm not like by any means a hip hop person, and I very rarely ever go to these songs by default or by choice. But whenever I hear them, I really enjoy them.
Right. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Tupac.
What are your thoughts on Eminem?
I don't like him.
Really?
I really don't like him.
I kind of like him, dude.
I know he's amazing. I know he does different, and I know he's well respected and whatnot.
Right.
I just can't stand his fucking stupid voice, dude. I just cannot stand his voice. I can. But that's the only reason
I can understand that.
Yeah.
But like his lyrics and shit are fucking good.
No. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's fucking.
It's just like his voice.
He's really brilliant, man. But I don't fucking like his voice, man.
That easily.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And then recently, I started listening to Necro, and he's awesome because he's a metalhead, and so he'll
to be confused with Necro Butcher.
Right. Fuck them. Fuck you. No. Who are they? No, just kidding.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So yeah. He actually mixes his lyrics with sometimes band names from metal, different metal names in his lyrics.
No shit.
And he gives all his lyrics pretty much are a nod to heavy metal.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why I fucking like Necro so much.
Shit out, dude.
He's amazing.
Now you got me. I don't know if you've seen Django, but you got my you got my attention.
Yeah. And it's cool. If you like Wu-Tang, this is very similar to Wu-Tang.
Okay. Yeah.
And his rhyming scheme and his voice is on point, man. That's why I like him so much.
Right on.
Yeah. So and I like students who have a strong, like fucking old Ice Cube shit.
Yeah.
He's got a very aggressive, strong voice.
Yeah, he does, dude.
I like that shit. You know what I mean? You gotta have that. It needs to grab you, man.
That yell he does.
Yeah.
Like, just.
Yeah, exactly. And so I dig it. You know what I mean? Just naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
So next thing on my list is I'm gonna just kind of mix them together. So like lo-fi, trip hop, that kind of shit. Yeah. So lo-fi mostly like no artist in particular. So okay. I'm gonna go right off and say that. What I like about lo-fi is I love the YouTube lo-fi channels where it's basically just nonstop lo-fi hip hop. There's very rarely there's ever vocals. It's just like mellow beats.
Right.
And it's like nonstop loop. They usually have like a cute little anime girl like chilling on her couch drinking cocoa or some shit.
And that's playing. Yeah.
And the music's playing. It's like a smooth loop. It
right.
It's like maybe about 5 minutes of footage of things happening in the picture.
Over and over.
But you just play it, dude, and I could just fucking seriously like smoke out, hang out, drink, and just listen to that shit and just fucking have a wonderful night. And something about it, I just really like it. And then as far as trip hop, and I mentioned it, I said guilty pleasure, but you know what? No, I had to go back on that. Portishead. So I really like Portishead. So, you know, in particular the album Dummy. I think that album is fucking awesome.
You know, a lot of metalheads like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. Like I think my cousin likes them. Fabian, I know likes.
There's a lot of dudes.
There's a lot of metalheads that like Portishead for some reason.
Male, female. I know. Talk about her.
It's the thing.
Them a lot.
I think it's just the lyrics and stuff. The lyrics are very cool.
There's a little something sensual to it too.
Something, yeah. The music is sex music.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Hell, it's used in a shower scene in Tank Girl or something.
Okay.
It's a dumb ass movie, but that's like the only movie I've ever heard Portishead being played on.
Okay.
I'm sure there's others, but yeah, dude. In particular, like Wandering Star. I think that song kind of takes me back, like way back.
Yeah.
I was kind of in a weird place when I think of that song, and I think about it, and it's like bittersweet, but that song is really cool, and it's a song that it's just, you could just fucking get fucked up and just hang out and just relax. And it's the lyrics, you know, the wandering star. I can't do it, but you know, like it's fucking cool, man. It's just music that you could just fucking literally veg out to.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
And that's awesome, man. I like that too.
You need to do it sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to have just a steady fucking beat.
Yeah.
Just
And we're not talking about beat your wiener, right?
That's not a steady beat. That's a rigorous beat.
Yeah, there you go. Start off steady. All right. So, my next choice is rock en español.
¡Ay, güey!
¡Échale vampiro! Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So, you know, you get groups like Maná, Héroes del Silencio, Soda Stereo, Los Enanitos Verdes. I mean, Caifanes. Man, there's just La Ley. There's just like so many of these good ones.
I'm always hearing my Maná from my neighbor's house.
Yeah,
He
Café
plays that
Tacuba.
shit loud, dude.
You know, with Maná, I really liked the early stuff, first couple albums, because after they got really popular, the music kind of
did the amor.
I think their first or second album.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah,
That old?
This the early.
That's a song I always fucking hear though.
It's like 91.
I figured it was popular because I always fucking hear that song.
Yeah, it's a great album. That no joke to me. That's a cover to cover, like full fucking through. But that's the one that has Me vale, vale, vale,
Yeah.
me vale. That's at the end.
You want to listen to some Puya later?
Yeah, let's do it. Puerto Rican.
Way up!
It's Puerto Rican, but
Yeah, that's right.
rock en español is either Mexican or South American typically.
Yeah. Alright.
And so, yeah, I mean, those are a lot of those groups that I listen to that I like. But I don't know, there's just a little bit something different about it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, came out during the 90s, late 80s. Héroes del Silencio, I think, have a real kind of a goth, almost like a goth rock type thing going on.
Yeah.
So if you're like something a little bit different, I would check out those groups. But again, they are not heavy by any means. They're just your standard rock in Spanish, but
mid-tempo.
But obviously, with that being said, there's a lot of passion going on, man. So it's pretty good. It's good, like just hang out music, just live it in the background. You know?
Pasión.
And even then, they're not all the same type of music.
Yeah.
Even though it's that genre called rock en español, it's still different. They still sound different.
Yeah.
Different eras, especially. So that's one of my major listens to when I'm not listening to heavy metal.
Oh yeah. So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you like to laugh?
I love to laugh.
I love to laugh too. Do you like to watch like comedy movies?
Fuck yes.
Absolutely. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, same kind of idea for me, but you know, I like to extend it to music. Okay. I like music that makes me laugh.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So some things that I love to enjoy. These are a lot of artists that I listen to actually with my wife. So, you know, she knows that after a long, hard day at work, or maybe had a rough day, a little frustrated, burnt out, hard and long. She knows to put on something silly. Yeah. On the drive home, and laugh. By the time I get home, I don't even remember what my day was about.
Yeah, so, you were like whatever about whatever.
Yeah, so so again, I'm talking about like, you know, parody music, silly music. Of course, you got like the big one, like Weird Al. I think Weird Al's fucking great. I think that guy he's more talented than he has any right to be for what he does.
He's fucking brilliant, dude. I'm
telling you, man. Yes, dude. The fact that he takes any genre, doesn't matter what it is, rock, metal, grunge, hip hop. Yep.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Doesn't matter. He makes it.
And he pissed off Coolio too, man.
Yeah, because he did the fucking Amish Paradise.
That's fucking great. Yeah.
That's a great song. And the fact that he does it, and he does it well, and
Michael Jackson.
The fucking Food album.
You know I'm fat.
The Food album, dude. Yeah, like he does all this shit, and it's hilarious. And I remember as a kid, I had a friend in grade school that used to fucking have these albums, and I'm like, oh, this is great. Yeah. More recently, like I like Richard Cheese.
Oh, beautiful.
He's actually and he kind of bleeds into my next category, which I'll get into in a bit, but Richard Cheese is fucking cool as fuck because, like, he's a fucking big, like, he's like a fucking Rat Pack style big band.
I love doing that.
Lounge singer.
When we hang out, and it's like, what song is it? Yeah. And it's like trying to guess what song is it. Well, it's fun, but it's he does it so well, man.
Listen to for people listening at home. Look up Richard Cheese and look for his version of fucking Big Butts.
Oh, beautiful! And the beginning,
with the piano. Yeah, it's fucking great, dude. But he goes, "Baby got back." Yeah, I don't know. He does it really cool. Yeah. Other artists that I like is like Ninja Sex Party. Which they're from. So the singer from Ninja Sex Party is also, if those of you who like to watch YouTube Let's Plays and shit like that, he's from the Game Grumps, which is him and his buddy Aaron Hansen, who do like. And Aaron Hansen's got kind of a pedigree. That dude does like a voice actor, and he did a bunch of like early cartoons back in the day on Newgrounds. So that guy's been kind of an internet guy for like ever. But they get together and they play video games and they crack jokes or whatever. But yeah, so on the side though, beers. On the side, so on the his buddy Dan, he's the singer for Ninja Sex Party, which is they're just like fucking pervy ass juvenile fucking songs, and they're fucking hilarious. And then they also, Dan and Aaron from Game Grumps got together and did Star Bomb, which is hip hop about video games.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's pretty funny. And again, it's very juvenile, a lot of fucking cum-riddled sex lyrics, but it's all in the name of just, that's funny. Yeah. You know, and again, it puts me in a good mood. A lot of these songs are songs that we played, my wife and I, on our way back from Austin, you know, after, you know, it's like an 8-hour drive, so, you know, it's nice to, like, break it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good way to break it up.
Absolutely. We might do it on our trip, probably. We'll put on some stupid shit. We'll put on some Richard Cheese.
For sure. So here's one that I think is we might cross over.
Pretty sure.
So it's kind of like sort of punk. Mm-hmm. The Offspring.
They're punk.
We have we have. But I kind of go a little bit further, I guess, because I mean, okay, let me talk about Offspring.
Yeah, you brought in some other bands. Yeah, for me, I just said the Offspring.
Yeah, let's talk about them real quick.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
So I kind of feel like they're easily lend themselves to rock and to metal, sure. Because just the way they write their riffs.
Their heavy ass punk music goes, and they kind of fall into the same category as Weezer for me, not musically speaking, but in the way they make me feel. Offspring reminds me of the 90s. It reminds me of growing up. It reminds me of where I was when I first heard those songs. And it's a good feeling, honestly. And, nothing like hearing fucking X on the Hombre or fucking Smash. Yeah. And just fucking, those songs are classics. Yeah. They're fucking classics.
Yeah, I agree. And what's awesome about it is just like, I kind of feel like it was consistent, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like at that time. There's all this good
Even
stuff
Americana, which kind of got parody a little bit. Yeah. Not too much, because they did have some real good songs like The Kids Aren't Alright.
Yes, that's a fucking... I think that's probably one of the most important songs that they've done.
It's a good song. Yeah. And it tells a good story. Yeah, and it has a good message.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So, but besides the Offspring, I wanted to bring up some of these Irish bands that kind of...
Sure.
Like, Flogging Molly... Dropkick Murphys and stuff like that. That's really good stuff. I mean, that's like... I think it should be like a staple. If you're having a party, put on some Flogging Molly. And it's
I like Flogging Molly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you just leave it, it's fun. It's fun, it's... If you're going to play Dropkick Murphys, don't fucking play that Shipping Out or whatever the fuck it's...
Oh, the one that everyone plays?
Fucking hate that song. It's so fucking stupid. First of all, I never liked it. It's a really dumb song.
I never fucked with the Dropkick Murphys, honestly.
Yeah, right. Yeah. They're in terms of like they're good, but Flogging Molly kind of like for me.
Flogging Molly's good. I like Flogging Molly.
But no, them two are like one of the more popular ones when it comes to that. If anything. The one that I go to that's not punk but it's still Irish, it's the Dublineers. They're fucking funny because they kind of do that.
I think you showed them to me.
Yeah, they're kind of like the whole loungy group setting.
Yeah,
folksy. 7 Drunken Nights is the funny one. That's good shit. But so Offspring, mainly in this topic.
Yeah,
we do a lot of Offspring.
Cannot fuck with the Offspring.
All right, go for it.
This is actually, I think, my last one.
9. Is it?
I think so. Well, I think because when I mixed lo-fi and trip hop together, so. But yeah, this is my last one. Lounge music, big bands, swing, Rat Pack, that kind of shit. Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah,
that stuff, which those guys actually sing together a lot, actually. Which is one of the only reasons why I like Family Guy, because they had a lot of bits in some of their shows that remind me of that.
I will be honest with you, I don't like what's his name.
Who? Oh yeah, you told me you don't like him.
What's his name? Because I feel like the entire thing is just for him to get to sing.
Let him sing, man. He sings good.
You know what? Fuck him. I don't like him.
You're so angry.
Yeah, I just don't like him, dude. He's stupid. I don't like his face. Yeah. Like, I can't stand it. Like, he's so... He just... And then when he did that Star Trek show, whatever.
The Orville?
Yeah. It just seems like he's just overly himself. And I just don't like it,
And he's not in Family Guy. He's generally playing himself.
And he didn't he do like a Christmas album or some fucking bullshit like that?
I have no idea. But he was in that movie for kids. I believe it was called Sing.
Spy Kids?
No, Sing. Just kidding. It's a bunch of animals singing.
Just joking.
He plays a mouse. And he ironically sings like fucking Rat Pack music.
Well, isn't he the rat's
exactly
the main...
That's the whole point.
No.
It's a joke.
He's the main guy. The main character in the movie.
No, he's not. There's not really a main character in that movie. The main character's like a koala, I guess. But
oh, that's right.
Yeah. I only know because my son went through a phase where he liked that movie a lot. Yeah. So.
Rat Pack stuff.
Rat Pack, yeah, dude. So I don't know. It's just something mostly because it's something me and my wife bond over because she loves this music, and I don't like. We've argued about it. I don't like a lot of her music. Like really, I don't like any of it. She likes country, like she likes the Dixie Chicks and fucking Lady Antebellum and all that shit, and I don't like any of that stuff. I'll listen to it with her because hey, she listens to my
Yeah.
She'll sit there and listen to fucking Shadow of Intent with me. I could at least listen to the Dixie Chicks with her.
Yeah.
You know, I owe her that kindness. But
At least.
But the one thing that we do agree on is actually this is fucking Rat Pack shit. It's fucking great. Mm-hmm. I actually want to go one of these days to Vegas or some shit. Catch a show of either one of the greats or someone just maybe doing a really good parody of it.
Right.
But yeah, like it's just good music, man. It's chill. It's music that makes me want to sit down with some hard liquor, some hard alcohol, and just fucking chill.
Martini.
Yeah.
Cigarette.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, on a fucking big comfy chair. Fireplace going. Hell yeah!
I kind of get the like Goodfellas. Mm-hmm. You know, very.
And I think I don't know if they all did, but I know specifically Frank Sinatra had a lot of mafia ties.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, but I mean, it reminds me of mafia movies and stuff like that.
Hell yeah,
you know what I mean? That's what it reminds me of. And Married with Children.
Of course. Love and Marriage.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
We got New York. Fucking come fly with me. I even like the more recent guys, like the dude that does the bubbly commercials.
Which one's?
Michael Bublé. I think he's good too.
Oh, okay.
The dude could sing. He's a more modern version
of that
shit.
Right. Okay. Yeah,
he's more of a modern version of that music. But yeah, like the dude can fucking sing. I like crooners, man. Same reason why I like Mike Patton, because Mike Patton, although he sounds weird, he can sing like that if he wants to. You know,
if he wants to, but he doesn't.
He does sometimes.
Just kidding.
You're just being a hater. But yeah, but yeah, dude. That shit's cool, man. It's just fucking fun. I think it's good music. I think it's music that's meant for. I think it's a good married couple music for some reason.
I don't know. I think it's definitely music for any era. That's why it's awesome.
You know, considering this shit. I mean, this music started, like, this style of music started as early as the 20s and kind of went on to the 50s and 60s and whatever. But, like, the fact that it does have a timeless sound to it. Like, you can listen to it and you don't necessarily know what decade it came from.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucking cool about that.
So, stay tuned. I'm going to go pee. So, I got to tell you, there is a duck in the bathroom. Quack. So, yeah, don't go in there.
Fucking stupid. God damn it.
I mean, he's weird. Anyway, so let's get into the next one.
Yeah.
City and Color, right? Now, this is although we've talked about them
several times.
A lot.
Yeah.
So,
or him, should I say.
Yeah, Dallas Green.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think the idea was the Guitar Center sessions that really took off, that really did it, and that really...
That's how you introduce it.
It's exemplary. I mean, it's just... That's the... Talk about somebody just giving it their all.
Yeah.
And just being so passionate, and you could see how much... You know how his passion comes through.
You can feel it.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
It's definitely there. So, I think did they release the album recently?
Yes, this past year.
Let me see.
It was semi recently. It was, I think, 2019.
Excuse me. So we're drinking Dos Equis. We were gonna drink Corona, but they were.
That'd be
a little bit much, $17.99
for a 12.
For a 12 one, a little bit lower.
So we
with Dos Equis.
A Pill for Loneliness 2019.
Pill for Loneliness, yeah. So if you're gonna listen to anything, I would recommend Little Hell. I recommend The Hurry and the Harm, big time. And A Pill for the Loneliness was actually not too bad
either.
It's
really good.
So if anything, City and Color. How would you? What would you? How would you describe it? How would you personally describe it?
If Coldplay was good.
If Coldplay was good?
Only because, I don't know, I'm just being smart. No, I just say, I mean, he's got a real soft, high voice.
He's got an amazing voice.
It's a great voice. It's very acoustic. I mean, all the songs are him jamming on his guitar, you know. But, I mean, it's alternative, you know. Adult alternative.
I would say that this is awesome sort of acoustic rock for metalheads as opposed to Dave Matthews for hippies. You know what I mean?
That's actually really good analogy, actually.
Yeah. And I used to love Dave Matthews too. I used to like, but the first 2 albums, and that was it. Mm-hmm. Because then he became to Dave Matthews E, and I couldn't do it anymore after that.
Yeah, to Dave Matthews E.
Yeah, to Dave Matthews E. It was weird. So next is the one we play a lot. You're quite familiar with.
Yes.
The Gypsy Kings. Now these dudes are ones who can single-handedly get me to probably shimmy a little bit, maybe dance a little bit, you know, kind of
get you moving,
shake my badonk, you know. What is it called? You're just shaking your ass. What is that called? Twerk.
You gonna twerk to the Gypsy Kings?
You can twerk to the Gypsy Kings.
Jesus Christ!
Did I just sound like a boomer? You sound like such a boomer.
Okay.
What's that thing called where you shake your ass? You mean twerk, sir?
You like to twerk?
You fucking boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Gypsy Kings, man, they have like this insane thing where they have 4+ guitarists, and you know they're just seasoned veterans, right?
Yeah.
Where you see a video live, they're playing in a room, and it's like a kitchen or living room or somewhere, and they're just jamming. They don't know what they're gonna play. They're just jamming all individually, playing something different, which is fucking weird, right?
Yeah, it is weird.
And then they just start looking at each other, and then they start getting, okay, this is what we're gonna do. And then just by looking at each other, they start figuring out this is what we're gonna do. And then they start taking turns singing and doing all kinds of things, right? But what's amazing about them is that just their percussive or the percussion that they use is so weird, and that the idea of having so many guitars is just very full sounding group. But because of the beats that are the way they're played, I say that there's kind of like almost like double bass going on. Like
it's the way the drums go. The guitar goes.
Yeah, and the way there's it's the way it's being strummed. Exactly.
It's very aggressive.
It's very the way it's strummed, and then the percussion behind everything else overall, the way it sounds. It almost lends itself to heavy metal, and I wonder what it would sound like if they were to metalize it. You know. If anybody decided ever to...
I like that Hotel California cover.
Yeah,
I think everyone's heard that one.
Big Lebowski.
I mean, if you've seen the Big Lebowski, you'll hear that song.
Yeah.
I think they also did the fucking Toy Story song.
They also did My Way from Frank Sinatra.
Oh, wow.
I Did It My Way.
I did it my... I can try to see, because they have like a yelling, kind of a shouting, singing style.
Yeah.
How do you say it in Spanish?
No, that's the only thing that he sings in English.
I did it my way. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think
that's
how
exactly how it sounds. Yeah, he did a very good job.
That's fucking cool.
Everything else he sings in Spanish, and then he sings it in English.
And that's true, because like in Hotel California, they do the chorus in English.
Yeah.
Such a lovely place, such a lovely place.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
That's a great. I mean, to me, it's one of the best covers. I think
it's a great cover.
It's
dude.
a really good.
It's almost haunting the way.
So yeah, it's very
fucking cool.
Very outside the box, I think, way of doing it. So, thinking of outside the box.
Sure.
Now, you're asking me, what is that again? When I think I'm like, for the umpteenth time.
I know, that's how you replied to me.
God.
I was like, motherfucker, are you giving me sass?
Yeah.
Because I know, that's why I said... What does it stand for again? Because I know you told me before, but I felt like an asshole because I couldn't remember.
Yeah. I mean, there's different, that's why there's different ways of the A, I guess.
Yeah.
So AOR.
Yeah.
Album oriented, arena, adult-oriented rock, whatever. It's all kind of...
I know it as arena rock, honestly.
It all kind of goes to the same thing.
Yeah.
But I call it chicken soup for the soul. What I was saying, it's the oral equivalent of watching Rudy, right? Watching...
Did you say it's the oral equivalent?
Oral.
Oh.
Okay,
sorry, I heard oral.
No, that's something else.
What the fuck?
Yeah. You know, little giants.
Yeah.
You know, kind of a underdog type
watch
thing.
Out, ice chest.
It's ice. What is it?
Icebox.
Icebox, yeah.
It'd be like the fridge, I guess.
She fucked everybody up, man.
She did.
You don't fuck with Rick Moranis, dude, and his little cult. His little crew.
Ed O'Neill, dude.
Yeah, man. Dude, Ed O'Neill, I mean...
He's such a douche in that movie.
Yeah, but I loved him. Man.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Anyways, so...
Sorry,
but,
that was a weird tangent. Sorry about that.
So, chicken soup for the soul. Now, what do you mean by that? Well...
Yeah. The fuck do you mean by that?
We have... we have groups like Roulette now playing a great song called Better Day.
Yeah, I actually like that song.
Yeah. You have Care of Night, Your Perfection. That's a good, more a girly love song. But Crossfire, which is the one that we just put on, Jerome Massa.
So, I was going to jump in real quick.
Yeah.
I was playing these songs, you know, because I try to get all of it in. Yeah. I'm listening to these songs at work, and all it really made me want to do is get the fuck out of work. Because it just reminded me that there's a world out there that's not this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, man, I could be listening to these songs like in the backyard.
Yeah.
With a beer, with a steak on the grill.
Yeah.
And I'd probably feel better.
They're feel good songs, man. Mm-hmm. And that's the idea, is that when you're having a bad day or whatever the fuck, sure, you can put on metal, you can put on whatever the fuck you want.
Sure.
But if you just happen to put on this playlist that I made, for example,
I say
it's great. And then not to mention, I also included Russell Allen and Jordan Land towards the end.
I didn't get that far.
Yeah. So I put, there's Praying Mantis on there, Jolene Turner.
Yeah, and she is the one.
Yeah.
That's a good song. Yeah.
There's Viana. I put a lot of different songs. There's a couple on there that are a little weird.
What you put from Jordan Land?
Jordan Land. I put Another Battle.
Nice.
Hunter's Night. Come Alive.
Pretty much off from the battle.
Yeah. My Own Way Home. Where have the angels gone?
I love
Michael.
Is it called Wish for a Miracle or just called Miracle?
Miracle.
Yeah, that song is so good.
I think it's out.
You can run it.
They're all, that album. We should probably cover it too, because we talk about it so much. People need to.
Dude, you are fucking right. We should do like a song by song breakdown of that album.
So, real quick before we forget, we're actually gonna look into doing that one,
right?
And I think our first victim potentially was going to be Justice for All.
Right.
A dissection of the album.
Yeah,
and,
we talk about it song by song.
Yeah, song by song, and what made it what made it tick. Mm-hmm. But that'd be a great album too.
That's another.
Battle.
That I think we need to put the
battle.
Fucking pin on that.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
I made a list, so we can add it on there.
Definitely sounds good.
Yeah. So now we get to the point where we get to the good stuff. Now, at one point, my first year working at my current
place of
employer, I had a rough year, and so every day I was like, "How am I gonna get through this day? How am I gonna get through this day?" Well, how? Whoop that trick! So now this is I think this is a very special song.
It is.
Not only the movie is kick-ass, so this is from Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow, yeah.
So not only is it an amazing movie, funny, weird, it's real. The soundtrack's awesome if you like that sort of music. I don't know if it's like this Houston style of rap.
I don't know, man, but for a rap song, that shit is metal as fuck.
It is. It's slam. It's slam.
It's a slam beat.
It's a slam song, dude.
Bum,
dun. Yeah, dude, it's a fucking slam song.
Okay, you can add some fucking blast beats to that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck
it's one of those songs that it's a rarity, I
It
think.
lends itself to it very well.
Yeah. And
Sorry.
I can tell you without a doubt, it got me through a lot of bad, like, man, I'm having a fucking bad day.
Some of my most favorite nights were when that song would come on, dude.
Yeah.
When you put that shit on, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking pour another shot, dude. Let's do it.
Yeah, so I think it's one of the better songs, even though it came from a movie.
Yeah.
That is Terrence Howard. Like, what? This dude came out in Iron Man. Like, what the fuck? What's going on here? You know
He's only in the first one, though, no?
He's not, yeah. And then there's an Empire,
Yeah.
which I still think is a continuation of fucking Hustle and Flow at one point. But
Empire?
I just don't watch that shit.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
But I don't know. It's super interesting to me in that just that one song, dude, can be so fucking powerful.
It's a fucking cool song, dude.
Yeah. Now I know the tail end here that I put on, it's vulgar, but you know what? It's the nature of the beast, and it's just how it is.
Fucking
man.
get over it. No.
Yeah.
It's a great song. It's in fact we should probably play it right now.
Yeah, we're gonna do it right now. Yeah,
We should before I take off.
Yeah. So I think on our next